Oi, 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 oi. Hey guys, what's up? Can you hear me all right? I think I fixed the glitchiness from yesterday. So yeah, there's that. Let me see if I can go into, let's see. Where's the YouTube? Make sure all the comments are showing cuz I always worry I miss the comments. Is that muted? Yeah, it's muted. There's the comments. Hey Ian Hawk. Hey Omulot. How do I do? I'm trying to. Here we go. Then we have that. Nope. Nope. Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Think I got it. I think I got it. Oi, 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 oi. Are y'all pumped up from when Rihanna was up there all pregnant? What's up, guys? Yo, yo, yo. Chilino, I'm a POS. We all are, aren't we? Tim Downs sent you. My arch nemesis, Tim Downs. What's up, everyone? How's it going? Did the game just finish? She was fat, yo. Who? What's her name? Rihanna. She looked good though. She was like a good chunky fat, like the type that a man looks at and you're like, dang, I like that. It's like a caveman sense where you see like a woman pregnant. It's like, dang, that was fine. Game ended like 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I was just here writing up the episode for today. Uh, just released it on Patreon. If you have Patreon, you get it early. But I released it for tomorrow, and it's an episode about like what was it having it like Rihanna, Machine Gun Kelly, blackface. The normal types of things I talk about. But yeah, so we got. So what else? What else is good, guys? Is everything going okay with everyone? Everyone having fun today? Trying to make this window look better. I think this looks good. Oh wait, here we go. Top chat. How do I switch to all messages? I guess that works, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, I don't know about that Machine Gun Kelly though. He's little fruity, a little fruity loop. I feel like Megan Fox was like manlier than him, so I'm glad they're not anything. But who knows who she'll get with? I'd like her to get with Army Hammer and be into that meat eating shit, that he does, or that real 50 Shades of Grey shit. He is the Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah. What is going on? Hold on. Bro Dark Tony's gonna come in. Should welcome him. That be Dabbler? Sup, my Dabblers? Now talk, and I know who. So Right.
Come on,
Hello.
your booty. Are you just pulling me right in? Are we on the air?
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah. Because
that's a soft fucking landing.
I'm still
Jesus
not good at this.
Christ.
But also
Hey,
my
well, let me
stream.
welcome my guest. Zero Dark Tony's here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming out.
That's him.
Hey,
That's
buddy.
that's the one and only Zero Dark Tony.
How
My
do you know? I didn't have the
what
headphones on. I had the in-ears last time. What do you think of the look?
it
How's the
looks
fit?
good.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah,
Do I look really official now with the head? Because I have the in-ears usually. I got the Shure in-ears.
yeah,
You know, I usually use those, but I think I'm liking the headset. It's comfy.
yeah. I don't
It
know.
feels like a big hug on my head, like a crack, like a walnut.
I kind of like the headset too.
How you doing,
Pretty
buddy?
good today. Yeah, pretty good. Just went through a whole day of work and actually wasn't lethargic today. Actually, did
Hey,
some
Big Dabbler's in the
writing.
house, huh?
Yeah,
Sorry, I was
who's
just
in the
going to the
house?
chat real quick saying hi. You had a good day, though?
It was all right.
Nice.
It's a nice Saturday. Look at that.
Hey,
There's
you
the
know,
dabbler right there.
Big
This
Dabbler's in
download
the
to
house.
Avia. The dabbler happens to everyone.
Kinky
Yeah,
Loco. You know, I hear a lot about Kinky Loco. I don't know much about Kinky Loco. Kinky Loco seems to go everywhere, like uh, like the Visa card. It's everywhere you want to fucking be.
he's a good guy. I think so. He's good to me.
Yeah, yeah. I think you were having a little glitchy things there. What's up, guys?
Yeah, right before you came into the room, my internet went all the way down, and I was
I
like
thought it was my
trying to.
phone.
No, I was trying to get back on, and I didn't know it would save the same spot. And I'm like, hell yeah! I thought I was gonna have to create a whole new stream and send you another code and shit. But
That's a little much right there. That one. I can go right here, right? We're good like this. You can see
I think
me.
so. Yeah.
Jesus, that one in front of me is funny. Hey, so I hired a producer, man.
What is he? In pre-tell, what is he doing? What does he do?
Okay, so he's gonna come in. He's taking everything. So Maddie Slayer, right? So anybody who wants to talk to me got to talk to Slayer first. He's somebody who just knows how to produce shows more efficiently and everything than me doing it by myself. And so he's gonna come in. He's gonna redo like thumbnails because I'm colorblind, and
Mm-hmm.
so he was looking at my thumbnails, and apparently, some of my issue, other than being a little bit shadow banned, which I am, and my videos get throttled. But other than that, he said my thumbnails would definitely help when he, sort of shifts them. So I think that's been one of my main things is thumbnails, because being colorblind, I don't know how to match colors, and I look like I'm doing my thumbnails in like fucking crayons.
Yeah, but
Clip it.
thumbnails to me are weird. Like I've seen the way the YouTube formula is, like with
It's fucking stupid.
Mr. Beast, and like the faces look fake and they're zoomed in, and everybody has big smiles and shit, and it just looks so weird, like what they think is eye catching,
Right.
but it works. It must work if they're getting clicks and views. But I hate that it works, because then everybody's gonna just copy it and do it.
Look, this is why I like to do my own thing, right? Because I don't like to really follow the YouTube rules and laws, because you know what? Here's the deal. Every single one of us, there's 100,000 people in the world who want to listen to us, bro. Okay? No matter who you are. If you just have a decent like speaking voice, and there are 100,000 people in this entire world of the billion people who watch YouTube who are going to watch us. Just going to take a little time for us to find them. That's all.
Yeah, of course.
So they're out there. Everybody there are people that suck donkey dicks out there, and they get shows they have all these huge followings, and it's just a matter of, if you keep going and you figure out 2-3 things, you start to get your own following. I was just thinking, what the fuck? I was like, does everybody wear pants here? I'm not wearing pants.
Do I wear pants? I'm wearing sweatpants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are like my favorite GameStop sweatpants that I got. They were having like a markdown deal and then another 50% off, so they were like $4 for them, and they fit great.
What's great about Slayer is that he'll fit into the whole podcast nightmares thing, and he'll be able to help on that front, with that kind of stuff, with helping people with their thumbnails and shit like that. So he'll be showing you eventually some thumbnail tricks.
That'd be cool, because I know I try to keep mine real simple. I just started adding like random pictures on them to make them different from other podcasts, because I would just put my thumbnail from my podcast like art.
Can we get Bedabbler in here?
Bedabbler? Do you want to get Bedabbler in here?
You know Bedabbler? You know Bedabbler.
Yeah, I know him. Let me see if I can.
In here. Bedabbler, come in here. Come say hi. I wonder if he's ready. I wonder if he's like Bane when he takes it off. He's got to be in a certain like hyperbaric chamber if he takes off the mask.
It weakens him.
Right, exactly.
Where is? Oh, here we go. There's search. Oh, he's still El Replay. Yeah, he follows me and I follow him. It's weird.
Yeah, send him an invite. See if he wants to jump on. But it's really going to be great, because I'll be able to just sort of concentrate. I've been doing my own show for so long, right? It just he came over the other day because he's local, which is fucking great. He lives right up the street from me. Literally less than 5 minutes. My producer.
Okay.
And my buddy Sam Tripoli recommended him and turned me on to him, introduced me. And I knew that, this guy, if Sam was recommending him, then he knows what he's doing.
No, yeah, I love Sam Tripoli, especially with the Brian Callen whole shtick they got going. They work together.
He's one of the fucking OGs, bro. He is. Hopefully someday we'll see if he'll roll through. He's a good guy.
He's underrated as hell. He's very underrated.
He is.
Yeah, sure.
But you know what? He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play along, man, and I respect that. I don't either. A lot of us don't want to play along that live out here. We just don't want any part of it. We got to the door and we're like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna stay on this side of that door because I'm just fine on this side of that door.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing
No,
wrong with it.
nothing wrong
But
with
you
it.
know, my body is healing up, and I'm able to sort of. I have some mobility in my neck now, like not much, like that. About that it. But I can hold up my head without my collar for a little more time now, for about 90 minutes at a time. Before it was just in, you know, because you put that thing on, fucking, you can't breathe, bro.
Hmm.
You know, and then you start to lean your head in front of it and start to choke you out. His mask is in the wash.
Yeah, but at least you're
It's like
getting
the dry cleaner.
you're getting better, right? It's not
Oh
like
yeah,
it's you're becoming worse. You're progressively improving slowly and slowly, but you're at least improving, right?
they're always going to want to do some kind of surgery. You know, I might need a little correction in my eye and some of the scar tissue around my eye because, you know, it's I can feel it. It's but you know, other than that, I've healed up pretty nicely. You know, this is like no longer like a big gash anymore.
Well, that's good.
That's nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Did your friend ever come take care of you? I know you were
Oh
telling
yeah.
me.
Yeah. I've had all friends from all over the place have stopped by, and you know, some of them have brought me some of their specialties that they cook, and you know, obviously, you know, everybody's going to try and bring me Italian food. I'd rather they just bring me their food. Because whenever somebody who's not Italian tries to cook Italian food, it's like, okay.
Yeah,
Let's,
but you still have to be like grateful, right? Like,
oh, for
well,
sure, they
thank
give it a shot.
yeah, I know. You're like, oh, thank you, you
I
appreciate
guess.
it. But then it's like, why did you even try? You know?
Right. I hope the head's not like this sauce. Oh,
Oh, oh.
oh.
Was the dabbler? Fun fact: 263. My finishing move is the stink face. That's the one Rikishi would do when he'd
Okay,
have
so
someone in the corner.
how far back do you go with wrestling? Because my favorite move of all time, there's actually two of them. One isn't really a move. It was the Jimmy Snuka, the Superfly Snuka off the top rope, you know, jumping out. And then he would,
I know of it, but I
right.
never like watched that wrestling era. But I know
But
of it. That
then,
special move.
there was Sergeant Slaughter. Okay. Sergeant Slaughter did the Cobra Clutch and the figure four knee lock. All right. So, any of you wrestling folks out there, do you know what I'm talking about?
Did he do
Sergeant
the figure
Slaughter.
four?
And then didn't he do the figure four knee lock?
I uh,
Check that. See, what's going to happen
uh,
is when I have a producer, I'm going to be able to say check it, and then he's going to be able to like, oh yeah, here it is, blah blah blah. So isn't that fancy? It's like I'm going to have my own Jamie from Joe Rogan, and my Joe Rogan
yeah.
Jamie. He's my Jamie. Slayer's my Jamie. Fucking A. Sounds good.
with
Even
a
I
with a
deserve
mic
it. I
that's
deserve a producer named Slayer. Okay, fuck off.
that'd be confusing though. You would think it was the band, the whole band
Well,
telling
hey,
you.
you know what? I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I would say
Oh,
was
look, I
it the
got this. This is my caustic mug from Apex Legends. I got it in the mail because I'm a
that's
total gamer nerd, but
that's
without
nice.
being a gamer, really, because I suck.
I tried playing Apex Legends. I wasn't very good at it.
You got to have me take you true, bro. We'll go on the firing range a little bit. No homo.
I just bought a Dead Space. A couple of guys on here hooked me up with some money, and I was able to buy Dead Space, the remake.
What's Dead Space?
You never played Dead Space?
No, I
Man,
never played Dead Space.
it's
That's why
like
I'm asking.
it's like a horror survival game, but in
Oh yeah.
space. Yeah, it's fucking good. But it's like a remake, and everyone's saying the remake is really good. It's holding true to the original, and the original was really good too. So I'll probably
I
play
tried
that.
the. I'm trying to think. Ragnarok is the one I'm trying right now. Came with my PS5.
God of War.
God of War, yeah. But somebody set it up for me. You know, my friend came over and I was like, hey, I don't know how to set this up. And that was like my first couple days of covering. Like I was fucked up, like
Yeah.
really badly. Yeah. And
Oh
and
no,
I'm
I'm laughing at that. I'm just
well, look,
I
you
get
know
it.
what? They put a cast on my arm, and when I got it home, I took it off. Like the next day when I got home, I took the cast off my arm because my elbow was fractured. I had a bunch of fucking fractures on this side. But you know what? What the fuck is what's the cast gonna do on a fracture? It's not broken. It didn't have to be set, you know?
Mhm.
Whatever. So anyway, I get home, they set it up, and they set it up for the mode that is you know how there's more of a battle mode than the other ones? So I just got to get back in the settings and put more into like battle mode.
On God of
I'm
War.
just sitting here riding this fucking sled, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whole
Well,
time.
it's set on like story mode where you don't really fight along in it. You're just there for the story.
Yeah, like no, the sled part. But it's just like sled after sled after sled. Then you go and you load. Like, what am I loading up? When am I fighting something? When can I take these? Don't you have like a hammer to smash people in their fucking head? In a video game?
I think he has like an axe or something.
Your son could have seriously hurt someone. Tell him he's. Oh, I see.
Was this Greg the Hammer and Ric Flair used the figure for?
Okay,
Yeah,
but so you're saying that Sergeant Slaughter didn't? That wasn't something that a lot of people use. That wasn't like a signature move. That was like one of those, you know, that was just one of the moves, right? That was just like one of the finishers. That wasn't a signature move. See, because he's saying two guys. Now, nobody else did the Cobra Clutch,
no one else did the Cobra Clutch.
you know,
I've
nobody
heard,
else ate the turnbuckle like George the Animal Steel. Do you remember him? The guy who ate the fucking turnbuckles?
Hell yeah.
Bob Buckland. Bob Buckland.
He's the crossface chicken. I could have swore the crossface chicken wing was like a Cobra Clutch.
What was Macho Man Rick? Oh yeah, what was this? Oh yeah, what was this move over there?
I think he just had the elbow drop.
Snap it to a Slim Jim.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
I'll tell you something, Hulk Hogan.
I love Macho Man. I wish he would have lived and Hogan would have died.
Mean Gene, bro. Mean Gene. Mean Gene. See, I'm talking about a little bit of an older generation, though.
Yeah, I know a little bit about it, but just because it kind of bleeds over into WCW when all those legends were there. And yeah, I think Dean Malenko did use the Texas Cloverleaf. He was the man of 1,000 holds, though.
What did Jake the Snake use? What was his? Maybe Jake the Snake used the figure 4 leg lock.
He did the DDT.
The DDT, what was that? Was that with an elbow where he drops like that? Was that a drop move?
It's where you put like the person in their head in your armpit
and then slam down.
You just plant them down, and it's like a generic move now. But back then, like the DDT was a killer move, like the pile driver too. I think Jerry the King Lawler used to use the
people
pile
really
driver.
Snap their necks on that shit.
Yeah, like that looks. If you do it right, it looks fucking like a deadly ass move, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
And then what was Jimmy Fly Snuka's move called? Man, I don't remember.
The Superfly.
Right? The Superfly
Snooker. The Superfly. He was Superfly Jimmy Snuka. That was the Superfly. And he went from the top fucking rope and he would drop. He would go up, I don't know, 26 feet in the fucking air. This fucking guy, I mean, he really went up high, bro. Have you ever seen it? Wait, can we pull in a fucking? Try to see if we could. Oh, we got slides and video files. All right, we'll have to do this another time, but sometime we're gonna show you how to pull in some video clips so we can see.
To that
because he went up so fucking high, bro. And then he would come down. He would just like, how do these people survive these? People are like, oh yeah, wrestling's fake. Well, some of those moves that mat sounded awfully loud when they hit the ground. You know,
I'm sure it was harder back then. The mat, the Von Erich used the Iron Claw. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm trying to think what was some arm moves or
Umalot.
You weren't really allowed to the SummerSlam. I remember the cage matches and there was one where a bunch of them went into a cage. I forgot what that was called. When a bunch of them go into a cage.
Like the Elimination Chamber or something more recent, like the Hell in a Cell?
No, dude. This is not recent. Oh. This is when they still let chairs and ladders in the fucking ring. They don't do that shit. Like they would put a fucking 22-foot ladder in the middle of these fucking rings, bro. Like back in the day, they didn't give a shit.
No, they didn't care.
Funny. They went out over the tables now, so it seems a little more. They're a little more careful. It seems like people are, worried about the liability a little more than the actual show.
Oh yeah, everything's a lot more prepared and staged. Like if you're gonna do a big high bump, they're gonna like put pillows underneath it and shit, so it's to soften the blow.
But if you're watching, you should definitely go try and check out George the Animal Steel. He was unbelievable, right? So George the Animal Steel was the guy who would go in and literally eat the turnbuckle. Right? He would sit there and eat it and tear it open. And for someone, and then he would just, smack your head into it or make you eat the stuffing or what he was like. He was just the craziest character. I'll bet he was British. I bet George the Animal Steel was British.
Maybe. Who knows?
When he was done, he would come out there, he'd chew the turnbuckle, he'd be like, hello. Yes. Good morning.
drink a glass of tea while eating it.
That leather was a little thick on that one, don't you think? And all these guys used to hang out and do. It's like, you know what? Wrestling is just like politics, bro. Everybody's in the ring, banging it out, making it look good, and then they go and everybody does coke and has dinner.
Yep, they're all friends.
In that order. Because good coke, you should be able to eat dinner.
Maybe shoot some steroids into their butt cheeks.
Why not? I shoot steroids.
Have your friend do it for you.
I'm on the TRT, bro. I'm on the TRT. I get my blood checked regularly. I'm an older dude though, so So
I'm sure they help. There's a reason they exist. They help.
It's like also here's this is that it doesn't necessarily have to be low for you to want to maximize it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you could really, really just throttle it to the maximum and stay there for your entire life, which is kind of what I like to do. And then you have to take another thing so your balls don't shrink. When you take the test, you have to take the HCG, so your balls don't shrivel up.
Yeah, I could see that being quite a side effect.
Hey, don't got to worry about it with the HCG. Fuck it. And it's obviously through my doctor, and I get blood tests and all this shit. I've been doing it for a couple years now. And I do notice the difference because I started it when I stopped drinking and my moods were really fucked up and then he said, look, you're not necessarily like in the low range, but we could pump you up for the mood and everything like that. So let's get you fucking let's pack some fucking tests in that fucking engine. So yeah. That's
why not?
Hey, I for me, it alleviated a lot of issues with my mood and with sleep and things like that. So
no, if it benefits you in like more ways than it would, hurt
Floor
you
it. Everybody gotta die sometime, Red.
Let's say Abdullah the Butcher and his fork. Yeah, I know.
Abdullah the Butcher, the Iron Sheik.
If you look at the Abdullah the Butcher's forehead, it's all fucked up from him just poking himself with his fork.
I fuck your ass.
Vegas, my cousin was a guard. Got backstage to Sting versus Ric Flair, Road Warriors versus I forgot, maybe Bushwhackers.
Oh, the Bushwhackers! Oh, those dudes were crazy. Do you remember the Bush? Oh, yeah. Oh, how do they even pick like all the fucking names and their little bit? You know what I mean? Their hook. Who figured out the hook? Because not everyone worked. Now remember Coco Beware? Man. He was the one with the parrot.
That sounds familiar. I know.
It's Coco Beware.
Was he like black?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I think
he was a brother.
That. Yeah.
He was a brother with a Speedo. But he had a Speedo, and I think he had these shoulder pads with like feathers on them, and he carried around a bird.
That doesn't ring a bell now. I know the name Coco Beware.
He's one of the funniest ones out there.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are some of the other like
Vader around for a bit, and he told Vince McMahon she a homosexual relationship with a top star. Okay,
was that him? I mean, Coco Beware did look like. I mean, let's just say he might have looked like he was perhaps
Misdemeanor.
Little
Hi,
lawyer in the
hi,
local
misdemeanor.
Hey, what's going on, Misdemeanor?
Misdemeanor says hi.
Hey now.
Yeah, with the 2x4 board. Yep. Or was it someone else? That was Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I think
Tax dog. Oh yeah, that's right. He's the one who went, hey, oh,
he'd carry around the 2x4 and just like
and
he'd go like that too.
yeah. He
And I
looked
think
like
he'd
he was
have.
kind of hit with a 2x4 a couple times in the head.
I think he had the American flag on him too, like all the time.
He
If I
looked somebody
remember.
went 4x4 on him. Fucking
Did you see recently in the news? Someone tried to break into Hacksaw Jim Duggan's house, and he fucking like took him down.
what is he like 80? I mean,
Nah,
Jesus.
he's probably like in his like his early or late 60s.
No, he's not.
But
There's no way, bro.
me
He's
see.
old as fuck. Come on. In his
Me-
60s. How old's like
me-
Hulk Hogan and shit?
So,
Hulk Hogan's got to be in his 70s. And then you got Jesse the Body Ventura, who's a Navy SEAL.
he's 69 years old, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Okay.
So that's right there. We're kind of both right.
a Navy SEAL. What?
We're kind of both right with that age.
I was
69.
the governor of Minnesota. What?
Yeah, but
Conspiracy program. He is like losing his shit now. Have you seen him lately? He cannot put a sentence together. He sounds like Stuttering John, bro. He is losing his shit. He's just like the record just fucking skips and goes on. It's hilarious. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'll say that's hilarious. That's comedy. I know it's not meant to be, but it's just hilarious, you know.
Well, he's got this new RT show, and he's like, oh, the parrot's name. I don't know the parrot's name. Coco Beware's parrot. Would it be Coco or Beware? Is it Beware the parrot? I mean, I don't know.
Let's see if I Google that. Why not? Why not Google it?
Your Navy SEAL. Underwater demolition expert. I was the governor of Minnesota, and they had me in a basement. And then he starts with this shit because he's a little older. I mean, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know where it is.
Right there, there's
Coco
Beware.
Beware.
The parrot's name was Frankie.
Frankie, was you pain in the ass?
I don't know why. Was he black? Yo, I remember Coco. Hey, where do I pee?
Hey, there he is.
Here's my girl and I were talking the other day about how there's no comparison for what TRT does for men versus what a woman can get. It's a magical medical advancement.
Yeah, I think it really also has helped my recovery from this accident because that's really what it's about. It's about recovery and your muscles and your bones and everything like that. So yeah, advantageous. Not a bad thing. I mean, you obviously don't want to go taking it, unsupervised and doing like, crazy shit from the guy at the gym who just has a bunch of gear in his trunk out in the friggin' 110-degree parking lot. You don't want to get that stuff. A lot of that is diluted and it's from, I'm all about sourcing. For me, a lot of things are just about sourcing. I'm very careful about what I put in my body, man, whether it's coffee or food or water or whatever the fuck it is. I'm just real careful about it.
No, that's good because I'm the opposite. I don't care. But I always trip out.
It's got to be balanced, right? You got to balance it out.
I always trip out when those big bodybuilders that like can't even reach sections of their body because their muscles are so big, like comedically
like their
big.
Dick.
Yeah, like they can't even. Their arms are like like Tyrannosaurus Rex, where they can't reach
Little
shit.
Fucking alligator arms.
Yeah, that trips me out. I don't know why you would want to be that buff.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much gear that those fucking guys got to go through? Like what I would take in a month, they take like 3 times in a day. Like they're just like they're like little vials and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So imagine like a little vial, and then me taking like this little half a drop out of this vial every once in a while, just to peek it up. They're taking this whole thing, like 3 of them. The whole fucking vial. I could not imagine. I could not imagine. Well, I would feel like I think I would go straight Hulk. I'd probably smash up a couple cars. I'd probably wake up, somewhere in the woods with my pants ripped, not knowing where the fuck I am.
You just be seeing red too, like I feel like you'd get that like red look in your eye where everything just looked like it angered you, you know?
Oh man, just would make you angry at that point.
Yeah, yeah, like everything
Is
be
that fucking chewing gum?
like a
The fuck is
bull,
that?
like how a bull sees everything, you know? It's just like
Right.
everything's so fucking annoying right now. I'm
That
about
better not be chewing gum, you fucking whore.
I swear to God.
Is that not Kevin? Is Wide Away? What?
They were talking about where do I pee? That's probably a
Oh, okay.
comedy.
Hey, listen, if you're not subscribed to my channel, just go and sub because I'm getting close to 5K subs and I need some help
What
because
is it?
there's a lot of people that hate me.
What is it
It's so
again?
funny.
Zero Dark Tony?
I'm a sweetheart. What?
What's the link? I could type it
Zero
in.
Dark Tony. Just click on my shit in the chat. Oh, I'm not in the chat. Let me get in the chat. Oh, there's everybody. Hey now.
Yeah, you can just type in your stuff there in the chat. Let's see.
Oh, it's giving me this login shit. What the
Let's
fuck?
see. Coco has a house fire and a neighbor felt horrible. Said, "I'm sorry I couldn't save your kid. Coco didn't have children. It was Frankie the parrot screaming for help."
Zero Dark Tony's the handle, by the way, bro.
So it's just at Zero Dark Tony
Yeah.
on
I'm just gonna tap into the chat here real quick. Hey
that's on
guys, I'm
YouTube.
dork. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Just chip on my whatever the fuck, you know what I mean.
All y'all like and subscribe. There you go. There's Zero Dark Tony right there.
Thank you.
And if you're not like and subscribe to me, I'd appreciate that as well. You know?
Yeah, if you aren't here and you ain't subscribed, hit that
Yep.
sub button,
Please,
and smash the like button
for the sake of it. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, I don't know who's making fun of that Kevin. Where do I put the fire out? I could have put the fire out because he pees. That's pretty funny.
That's good. That's a good one.
Rest in peace, Kevin. Drunk fuck.
I think it shouldn't be why do I pee? It should be why do I peed instead of why do I pod. It should be why do I pee. Come on, man. Put the D on the end of there, bro.
Mark Pina, we were in the 6th grade. Got surprised, a little sad when we saw wrestlers working out their script. Oops, spoiler alert. Yeah, I don't even remember the day I found out wrestling wasn't, real. Like it just sort of, it's like Santa Claus. One day you just realize it, and I don't know. It was kind of, I remember, a disappointment. Like, why did they? When wrestlers are trying to get their tag team partners and they're
they're just reaching and they can almost get
almost get it, but they can't. And then it's the same thing like for every match, and you're like, why is this the same for every match? It's such a coincidence, that hot tag and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I was just wanted to be a believer. I don't know how people can see it real now. It's so fake now.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where at least back then they would bleed some real blood.
And then Navy SEAL. But then now too, they have like press conferences and podcasts where they go and reveal like all the backstage secrets and stuff. And oh yeah, I used this old match as a reference for this match and inspiration and and we work together. And it's just like, man, it's not real anymore.
There's a couple good fight channels out there.
Well, I like some of AEW, some of WWE, but it's, as a whole, they're both like not very good. B Dabbler, did you choke your little sister out yet? Send Kev to Philly tonight. B Dabbler, haha, no.
Oh yeah, Philly is that's my hometown. And let's just say I'm glad I'm 3,000 fucking miles away. Hey, let me just tell something to the Eagles. If any of the Eagles live in Philadelphia, just send the movers to your place if it's even still there.
Did they lose, the Eagles?
Eagles lost, yeah.
That sucks. Are they gonna riot and call it like Antifa?
Let's just say that I think I will. If I have a third of my hometown left by tomorrow, by dawn, I'll be surprised.
The purge is going down over there.
The purge is happening in Philly tonight. That's right. Hold it down on the filthy 215 South Street YT.
I think I saw some tweets that were saying that the refs were to blame, but I don't know. I don't.
It's always the refs.
Yeah, I don't know enough about football to judge this or that. Or I know enough, but not enough to care that much, you know?
There were a lot of claims that it's scripted, that a lot of the games are all
It's
scripted and have
just like
a
wrestling.
predetermined outcome.
I could see it being just like wrestling, you know? Why not?
This is the, you know, give them bread and circuses. I'm you know, I'm of the mindset of like I look into, you know, media corruption and control and things on a larger scale, and why wouldn't you know, just like back in the this is the it's the Coliseum. Football is the Coliseum, basically. Give them bread and circuses, right?
Mhm.
That's all that um you know, when the peasants were restless back then, you know, it would be time to open up the doors of the Coliseum, get everybody in there, get everybody distracted from whatever's happening around them, you know. And yeah, Ken. Yeah, everybody made money. Just like it's always the lawyers, right? Ric Flair sliced his forehead. Oh yeah, he bled a lot, that guy.
Dude, and he knew how to bleed, like, to where it was all in his blonde hair and
I said
all
he
in his
knew how to
face.
bleed.
He knew how he's a and he knew probably I bet you he drank, like, a shot of alcohol in the back and then maybe an aspirin to get his blood nice and thin, and, yeah,
Oh God,
he
I
was
just cracked my fucking cracked my back a little bit. That was awesome.
hell yeah.
Oh,
No one
bro.
uses sleeper holds anymore, get the red check,
Sorry, dude.
harm anyone, exposing the goddamn business. Yep, we're exposing everything here. Philly gonna burn. It was rigged. See that earlier, 1 point off both ways. They all made so much money.
I'm so excited about that back crack that I just did. I'm so sorry. That was so good, bro. I mean, everything's all locked up. It's super tense. You know what I mean, man? Because of sleep and fucking, you know, just it's a real pain in the ass.
No, yeah, I get that. I get that every so often. My thigh will lock up, and I'll like twist it, and the thigh will just pop, and it'll feel fucking good.
Yeah, you have to. It's the America versus the natives, and I lost money. He knew how to bleed. He sure did.
Hell yeah,
A couple of them knew how to bleed, but they were always the ones with the forehead that like had a lot of extra skin.
yeah.
It seems right.
I'm trying to think now. Now, like you see, fucking in AEW, all you see is like blood because they allow it over there. They don't allow it at all on WWE. But AEW, you see a lot of bleeders, and I remember seeing like when you see women bleed on there, it's kind of like, I don't really want to watch a
Yeah,
woman
but
bleed.
have you seen the fucking the slap fights?
Oh, those new Dana White
It's
ones.
just like the most uneventful shit. You are just getting in there and you are getting your shit fucking rocked. You are just standing there and letting some dude just full on fucking blast you in your fucking head.
And you're getting fucked up, like
You are, and how do you look
swollen.
if you're the first one to take the shot? Like, there's pretty much, I would say, bro, 90 plus. Let's go 95. Okay. 99% chance that you are getting clean straight, cold cock, knocked the fuck out before you hit the ground. Right?
Hmm.
Like you are sleeping before that's why they catch you. Do you see the guys catch him?
Yeah, they have like two people behind
They're
them ready
catching
to
them.
catch, so they don't hit the ground hard if they do
Oh,
collapse,
they're catching them.
which
Yeah.
they do. They fucking drop down rowdy,
They hit
like
anyway.
black out.
Completely. And then how are you supposed to? I mean, I don't know the rules, but are they getting up from that? If they do they count them out? I mean, sometimes I've just seen them where the ref's like, "Oh no, dude, his freaking his jaw is like over there." Like you see some of these guys and they just totally lock up into that seizure knockout pose, right?
Yeah, that concussion type shit where they're just like that and fucking drop
What
back.
what was that cartoon one with the wrestling and the celebrity death? Was it celebrity death match? She was saying death matches. Was that celebrity death match? That's funny.
Yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch was great. Was it Lorenzo? Someday your hip won't pop until it wants to. Yeah, dude, I'm only what 36, 37, and
Oh,
my body's
what,
already like shutting down on me. I'm
bro?
just like Like I don't know how I'm gonna be when I'm 50 or 60.
Well,
IAW has some crazy death matches. I think they're talking about.
they give you an idea.
I don't know what IWA is, but have you seen those like death matches with
International.
it might be. Nah, I don't know. Like
What the fuck are you talking about?
But
International.
Have you ever seen those like outlaw mud show death matches with fucking like light bulbs and they're bleeding and thumbtacks and barbed wire as the ropes and stuff?
No, what is this? What is this fucking black market? Fucking black dark web shit that you're watching.
Yeah, it's real bad. If you go on YouTube and look up like death matches, they
Like-
do that shit where they set tables on fire and throw themselves into them, and
we're in a jail basement in Bangladesh.
It's really bad. It's really
right
bad.
outside the capital of Dhaka.
Kenneth, love the live streams, Lorenzo. Keep it up. Yeah,
Thanks,
I'm gonna try to keep a live stream schedule like Wednesdays and Fridays. You know, I think that's a good tempo.
Independent Wrestling Association. Okay.
That's so generic. Independent Wrestling Association. Football is like getting hit by a smart car. That too, what I hate about football is that it's getting real like babied up, where like they take care of people. And I always used to love, like, I'll love watching compilations on YouTube of the hardest hits on football, and you see people getting just.
I like hockey hits.
Yeah, hockey hits are bad too.
Hockey, they'll put you right there. I played hockey for a long time in school, and oh man,
and you don't wear very much padding in hockey, do you? It's not. It's like
you wear shoulder pads. You wear kind of things that kind of are supposed to cover your kidneys, but and you have some pads on your thighs and shit. But for the most part, like if that puck comes through the fucking air and you get hit with it, it's gonna hurt.
Who's the other guy? I like this guy.
Oh yeah, I didn't put my name in the shit.
Who are you talking about, Kenneth? This Zero Dark Tony, the greatest man you've never heard of?
That's right.
Or are you talking about me, Lorenzo?
Hockey is fantastic. I think I'm the other guy. I would be the other guy because it's your show. I'm other guy. You're not other guy. You're the host. You're Lorenzo. I'm other guy.
Help. She's got a boner. Independent Wrestling.
Speaking of boner, I think there's. I was taking the Norco for a couple days there. I'm not taking it anymore. I was off it. I think the last time I was on your show was the last one I had. I was like a little bit zooted, but since I got off it, dude, I took those, and like I think they got Viagra in them or something, man. I don't know what it is with those Norcos. It's just like total boner pills, bro. And I'm in total pain. It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna help your pain. And just what you need when you're on your ass trying to recover is a fucking erection. That's just what you need, right, sir? Is that what you like that's really useful. Jesus. I mean, I'm glad I know it worked and everything, but my face is doing a lot better. My face is doing better. It's
I feel like out of side effects though, that's not too bad. Just having a boner.
Well, I mean, it's almost an annoyance when you're sitting there and you can barely move.
It's almost comedic if you were like
you
were with a nurse or something, and then it's like, oh geez, I'm sorry, I can't control it, And she's like, oh boy,
just scrub around the bell a little bit. You scrub around the bell.
You think you could take care of it for me? Yeah. Right now, you can't even hit the quarterback anymore. I've noticed that. Like, football's got real baby, and they make millions of dollars. They should be able to afford nearly getting their
take a hit
knocked off. Yeah, why not?
Take a fucking hit.
Take a puck to the mouth and talk to me. Have you seen that video of?
That's true, man.
Have you seen that video of that dude who like gets a fucking a skating shoe blade to his neck and he starts bleeding out?
Yeah, skates are sharp, man.
Yeah, I saw that's hardcore, and that guy survives because he goes like outside of the arena, and somebody like shoves their thumb down his throat to keep his like jugular from bleeding out.
Yeah, I mean the thing about hockey is that when you hit in hockey, you have a lot more ability than in football to drive the actual force into somebody. because the motion in football is very finite when you are moving with just your legs and your feet on the ground. But when you have the glide of the skates involved, you have that extra sort of like that extra physics, that extra inertia factor to have like a little extra lift and hang time to increase sort of like the speed of taking the target like right into the boards. So basically, sort of like giving them like a lift and a slam. You'll put them right through the fucking glass if you hit them right. It's happened twice. I've had it done to me once, and I've done it to people twice. That glass ain't that fucking great, bro. If you hit it hard at the right angle, you know,
I'll say it's like a hard plastic, isn't it?
like a hard candy,
Yeah. I wouldn't want to smash into some
like a
hard
fucking
candy.
Jolly Rancher. It's like a giant Jolly Rancher.
See, I played Mark Pino. I played defense one play, almost had a sack, and I got rocked when I touched the quarterback, and I plowed snow into my face mask. Lots of
Oh man,
concussions.
yeah, no doubt. In hockey, there's always a lot of cheating going, and also, like the fights. The fights are part of the game. Oh, thanks, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate it, B-Dabble. I did get hit by a car about 2 weeks ago. I got hit by a car. I was walking about 50 miles an hour. I got nailed. And I have a fractured neck, but I've healed up remarkably quickly, especially my face and my skin. I'm going to have some scarring on my face, little damage in the eye. And, it's going to take a while for me to totally heal up from my neck and stuff. But, I can move it like here, and I can move it here, which means that I'll be able to walk again and not have any fucking spine surgery. So thank God for that.
No, it's
And here,
good.
and I can go here, right to there, but then here, right about there. We gotta hold it up right there. So that's just part of the vertebrae, and a couple vertebrae in my back are a little fucked up. But once you open up the spine, you're talking about fucking shit up.
Yeah. No, fuck. Spine.
I kind of got blasted out of nowhere. Kind of happened like too fast for me to move out of the way, even with my crazy reflexes. But yeah, I can't comment any further on what's going to happen or who or what or that other thing or where or any other stuff. But it's in the right hands of the people that can handle it.
No, that's good. I'm glad you're at least
cousins. You understand what I'm saying over there? No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm glad you're at least on the track for improvement. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
it's
Thank
you're
God,
not
man. It really, I don't even know how the hell I'm here, man. I really don't. I don't really get it. I didn't realize how injured I was at first, and I came back and I fell asleep at my place. Then I went to hospital.
Yeah. Are you telling me that you were like, why did I go to sleep? I could have had a concussion or something.
Yeah,
like
I probably did. I'm just lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
Those and the nurses were just smoking hot. But when breaking your pelvis.
I had a motorcycle crash, broke pelvis. Oof. That sounds painful to break your pelvis.
Hurts,
I feel like that's not just your penis area, but it controls a lot of the body, the pelvis.
Well, also when they had to scrub the asphalt out of my face.
Yeah, that's just so.
But my eyeballs right now are starting to jump just thinking about it. Imagine taking someone taking a hot iron, putting it on your face, and then pouring a bunch of freaking Jameson on that part where they put the iron.
I'm glad your face looks good.
I didn't touch myself.
They were able to take care of it. I know you're
healing up pretty nice. I don't drink. So no, I was not drunk, fortunately. I wish I had a story. I'll bet I wouldn't have gotten injured at all if I was drunk. You know what I mean? Like if I was drunk, I just would have fucking bounced and rolled, bro. I kind of wish I was drunk. I would have just been like, fuck it.
You would have just gotten up like, when a kid back then gets hit really hard, like a little kid, and looks like they break their body, they just get up like they never got hurt, like, oops.
A shopping cart?
Yeah.
The guy said he put it back. Have you ever seen that guy that runs around and fucking tells you to put your fucking shopping cart back?
Dude, I hate that dude. I watch him on YouTube. Let
me tell you something about this.
That cart narc.
Cart narc. Oh my God. Listen, people, leave your cart out there. You know why? Because it keeps people employed. All right.
Yeah,
Leave your
yeah.
cart. Leave your cart. In fact, you know what I do? I like to take my cart the opposite direction. I like to take it away from the store. So if I'm at Costco and I'm in the middle of the parking lot, I'm taking that bitch all the way out to the edge and I'm walking back to the car. Okay. Because those people need work. They need people to get out there and take that extra time and burn those hours and make that money.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll leave
that guy's
my
chipping into
basket.
people's bag, bro.
I'll leave my basket anywhere like a grassy area, where it won't roll.
Right.
Like,
You,
where
you ever just put the wheels, 2 wheels up on the thing?
yeah.
So
Like
that'll hold it? Yeah, right there.
just so it won't roll, so I know it won't hit anyone's car. But fuck taking it back to where it belongs, like
And you know what? It's like, what are you talking about? Put in one of those little fucking funnel, fucking tunnel, fucking cart funnel tunnels. What the fuck am I doing? Are you kidding me? I'm not putting it in there, bro.
Nah, you're right. We're creating jobs. That guy's making less jobs.
He is really trying to hurt people's bag, is all I'm saying. He's got to keep his hands out of it.
See, wasn't Stuttering John driving drunk from the Pickwick, was it?
Oh my God, Stuttering John, what a fucking mess he is.
They have spray shit they can use now.
Let me tell you something, Shuli.
I'm glad you're okay, Tony.
Thank you.
I worked at Target. Yeah, my cousin did that at Vaughn's. He said he loved rounding up the dog.
There was a time when I came from Long Island and I worked at a Target. I worked at paint.
I don't like Target personally. I feel like it tries to be too like rich for what it is,
We call it Tajay. Where I'm from.
Not as a cart. I saw carts all the way 4 blocks up on the way home. I've seen that too. Have you seen where, like, I'll see a homeless person with a basket, and I'm like, "Where did you buy that basket? Tell me that you have the papers to own this basket."
Well, first of all, now you got to like somehow. Thank you very much. My stuttering John. Thank you. I remember. Here's. I'm going to do when he was being interviewed by Tommy by MCSC or whatever. The alien guy. Okay, so he's talking to Tommy. He is fucking wasted, and he's like, "Let me tell you something, Tommy. When I went in and talked to Howard, he said I don't give a fuck about your career." Thank you. MSCS, there it is. I don't give a fuck about your career. Get the fuck out of here. Tommy, let me tell you something, Tommy. Yeah, those are fucking awesome. And I watched a lot of the Shuli shows and stuff, and I just like to laugh, and I really enjoy being like a fan. I enjoy watching your show when I'm not on. I like watching it.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah,
because I think even when you start to be a creator, you can't forget that the reason you fucking do this is because you start as a fan. So don't ever forget that part about yourself.
Yeah, that's why
you can't kick back and enjoy someone else's shit. You got to go do something else.
Well, then you want to engage your fans too, because you like that feeling. Like if you're watching someone else's show and they're engaging you, it's like, oh hell yeah, like I want to engage my fans. Like I like to be engaged too with whatever I would be watching.
Right. And going into certain shows and things like that, and you see how they're doing, you see how they're going, you see some improve, and you see some, move on to other things. But just as long as people are getting their content out there and trying to get out whatever message or whatever they're trying to say, or if they just want to be themselves and just get on, like Mersh gets on and just talks for a few hours, and he covers a couple things, and he engages with his chat a lot, and it's a really cool thing. The guys that are on the Shuli network, these are some of the live streams that I watch, right? Just things that make me laugh, because I see enough weird stuff and dark crazy shit in some of the content that I do. You know, I don't cover real super dark stuff. I have something coming up that's pretty jacked up, and it's not even going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Rockfin because it's going to be censored. It's going to be getting into the Eastern European sex trafficking thing. You know,
Ooh.
so that's going to be kind of interesting. But we're not going to have it on here. We got to have it somewhere else on the Rockfin. And you're going to see that in my bio by Twitter, _OG.
Perfect.
And then Zero Dark Tony on YouTube and on Instagram. You know, I lost like a ton of followers at once on Instagram, but they've been playing this game with me for a while. And then,
Instagram.
huh?
Who's been playing the game? Instagram.
Oh, Instagram is the most strict of all of the platforms, bro. No doubt about it. You can't even clap back at somebody in the comments because they can just report it. You can't be like, well, why don't you go fucking, you know, eat a bag of dicks?
Well,
You know, you can't really say that, but you can clap back on Twitter and Telegram, and you know, there's years of clap back that's still pent up in me, so that might explain some of my attitude.
yeah, I like the Shuli shows and all those networks. I like the guys from there. They're real cool. I know I've been on a couple of their, or at least one or two of their shows, and they're real fun. They always are.
Mhm. Is there anything you don't like?
Me?
Yeah.
Like like
I'll
as far
tell you,
as
I can tell you a couple.
content?
Huh?
Like as far as content, or
Yeah, creators or content, whoever.
I mean, that Cart Narc is a pretty annoying dude.
That's annoying.
I
DSP annoys me. I don't
watch.
really know who he is, but I saw him covered by I think it was the Steel Toe guys. They were talking about this guy DSP, and they played some of his clips, and yeah, he just looked really fucking annoying. Hasanabi and Keemstar. Keemstar can fucking.
I know that name, but I don't even care to watch. The same with like Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Like I know his name, but I don't care to watch because I know like he's just too like sold out. You know, like I don't know. He just doesn't seem like a real person.
Do you know who Ethan Klein is? Have you seen him before?
Yeah, that H3H3, right?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he is just so hard to look at.
He looks annoying.
I don't know if I can even sit in a room with the guy. And like, there's a lot of these shows. And when I started to do this, here's the thing: is that I like to come on here and talk with, like, you know, my friends and their channels and stuff like that. But I didn't really start doing this to go on other people's shows and shit. You know, I just wanted to like make my videos and do my live streams. And I knew I was going to come on and do, like, you know, little shows with my friends and talk and chat and make it super casual. But I don't really like going on big panel shows, and I've been on a couple of them, and I've been invited on a lot of them. It's just not my thing. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're such a cloud chaser. You want credit for this or that." I'm like, "No, man. I just want the people who deserve the credit, and it's not me, to get it." That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it. They should get it. I'm telling you who the fuck should get it. And you know, this has happened to me 1,000 times, right? Where people will, you know, not respect you as a smaller creator, and you just have to make your bones, man. You have to take the shots, you have to take the hits, and that's part of what happens. You got to earn your spot. And for me right now, I'm just in, like, I'm doing this for like 5-6 years, and people are just starting to like recognize my shit, dude. Like, just now, it's just beginning. People are just figuring out that, you know, that, oh, he's been here for a while. Well, maybe we'll listen to him.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter that someone was like, just, well, straight up just stealing your content and making it theirs. And it's like,
that's not the first time it happened.
It's like,
and what sucked about that is that they're trying to be like friendly. I can't even begin to tell you, because, you know, look, I'm not gonna blow up somebody's spot, but I will tell you, you would be stupefied by the creators that are in my inbox asking me for this Eliza Blue shit and stuff like that. Like, you would be dumbfounded, because I was. Because I was like, what? Who is? See, this chick who took the thing, she had like 74,000 or whatever on Twitter. Like, she's tiny compared to some of the people that have gotten in touch with me. Like, they're names that you would recognize. And I'm not gonna, you know, say it until I get permission, which I might or might not. But, you know.
That's
I
your
don't want to
call.
blow up someone's spot if they want to come to me privately for some information. I'm going to help. But that's what the thing with that chick. She comes in and, comes in and tries to be all friendly and nice. And, it wasn't
I
even
mean,
like in a smooth, like, she wasn't trying to honeypot me or anything. She was just being nice to me and shit like that. It was nothing about that because I would never fucking date a creator. You got to be out of your mind. Especially, yeah. Especially one that's like well known. I've done that before. It's impossible. So having that kind of stuff come at you sort of like all the time, you got to get used to it, man. It's just part of the show.
and Mersh, I've heard that name Mersh. I don't know if he's a
You
good
need to
host.
follow Mersh
Is he good?
on Twitter and on. Dude, yeah, he's very good. He's somebody that you would probably learn a lot from Mersh. I've learned a lot from Mersh.
I love to laugh.
He's been
Very
doing this for a
sophisticated.
while, and he's been a very controversial creator. And in some ways, we're very similar. We will take no shit from anybody, and we don't care because we've already put all our shit out there, and there's really nothing anybody could do to us, And that's what makes people like us fearsome to our adversaries.
Yeah, we have nothing to lose, really.
Yeah, shit, man. Like, I'm already shadow banned, bro. I've already been canceled. I've already been fucking doxxed. It's all happened to me. I just got hit by a fucking car the other day. What else are you gonna do? Anyone? The Porcelain Merch documentary was great. Yeah. Actually, after I saw the Porcelain Merch documentary, that's what actually made me like him more. I was like, he's got like some history,
Mark
And
Pino
Porcelain
says-
does kind of like hit pieces on people. So, he doesn't really say good things about people because that's his style. But
Mark Pino says that's all funny. Inspired me to build something, collecting content. Yeah, I wanted to make with my podcast just short episodes that people could listen to every day. Something short every day, not like a weekly hour and a half long thing.
mhm.
But now with these like live streams going on where they're almost like an hour and a half, it's kind of delving into that, and it's pretty cool because I can just talk about whatever, even with the fans or with a guest like you, and we could just shoot the shit and talk. But
Well, one of the special things that we're going to be doing over on my channel is I'm going to be bringing back my Mafia Mondays. So we're probably going to be doing the Mafia Mondays again, which is where we cover all Mafia news, history, and wars. There's a lot going on right now in southern Italy with the 'Ndrangheta and a lot of different factions there that we're going to be covering, and it's really interesting shit, man. H3 React videos were good.
And see, like, I never wanted to do a type of channel like that, like a React video. It's also
Yeah, I mean, get some takes every once in a while, but all they do is just shit on
overdone.
their stuff.
It's overdone, and
Mhm.
I do on YouTube here a regurgitated content where I will talk about some stuff or show some clips, but to me that's not my bread and butter of like my content. It's more that's all funny, and then the Patreon has like some exclusive stuff, and then these chats I have either with you or interviews or these live streams. They're starting to be pretty cool.
Yeah, what's going on, Gina? Gina Bobina.
She's probably got Tiny Journey too. Porcelain Mersh. Hey, Gina Bobina, how's it going? Mulat, the worm has turned.
Yeah, look, it was either intentional, the car thing, or it wasn't. It's kind of like a 50-50 thing.
Well, you're more
much.
handsome than expected.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's talking to you.
no, I'm assuming she's speaking about you. Because I wear the same thing every day.
I hit different. I hit different in person. I do realize that. I have a different vibe when you see me. It's all different to just put up some stills and tweet, but I think a lot of people would really like some of my videos. There's something in there. I wouldn't say there's something in there for everybody, but there's a lot in there for some people.
Yeah, you take a look and give it a chance, right? And maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a topic you would find in there. If you're someone who's curious, who likes weird. I'm doing everything from from the Ghislaine Maxwell trial coverage to royal inbreeding is another topic that I do, and then some surveillance programs and some really great interviews. that go back, years on my channel. Shows when Alec Baldwin tried to take down my YouTube channel. Fucking asshole.
Really?
Yeah. I had a little internet war with Alec Baldwin when I first was starting out on YouTube. I'd already had my Instagram page for a while, and I was doing some Instagram lives with some people and just starting to get the the feel for this Instagram live framing top bottom thing. It was like the thing for a minute, right? A few years back.
Mm-hmm.
So doing the Instagram lives and everything like that, started to develop into me wanting to do more YouTube stuff. But on Instagram, I was getting a little bit of a following, not that much. But then I left a couple comments for Alec Baldwin, asking him why he was friends with, why he was still friends with Harvey Weinstein, because they're still friends. It's like, what the fuck? Why are you still friends with this guy, man? So basically, he DM'd me, and this stuff's all on my Instagram. He DM'd me, and he said, I'm going to expose you. Look at my feed, right? And then, he did
in
this.
villain fashion.
Oh yeah, and then he did this whole video, and you'll see it on my YouTube channel. He did this whole video about me, like a 10-minute video, and this is when I had my previous handle. I changed my name because it had the word Veritas in it, and it was too close to the Veritas guys who do all the news and all the the Pfizer stuff and shit. Project Veritas, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I was covering stuff, but I feel like I was getting like some spillover threats from there, just having that in my name. So I changed it. So he gets on there and he says, "I want you all to write something down. Now this may be maybe significant, maybe not, but what I want you to do is I want you to write this down." And he spelled out my fucking handle for everybody. And then I was asleep, right? And then people were calling me. They're like, "Dude, Alec Baldwin is fucking doing a live about you right now." So I wake up and I'm thinking, here I am thinking like I'm being fucked with, like I'm being goofed on. This is a joke.
Yeah. Like a rib.
All right. And then I keep getting the message. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? All right. So I go and I'm like, and he's like, "I want you to write this down." Total villain shit, bro. And that's when we went to a little back and forth, and then so many of his fans just pummeled me, bro. So one of my first experiences with an internet beef was actually my first internet beef was with Alec Baldwin and his 2 million something followers that just fucking pummeled me, dude. Boy, did I get a harsh lesson in what trolls do then, man. I will tell you right the hell now. And then it just didn't stop. So that's why I'm so used to that's why I say, hey, are there any trolls in here that want to ask me any questions? Bring me your best shit, I can handle it. There's nothing that anybody could say to me that's ever going to rock me.
Yeah, you've already
put it all out there. Yeah,
it's been through that.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I've already been doxxed. I've already been, they called my mom. These people called my mom and said that I unalived myself, because we can't say the S word on YouTube.
Okay.
They called my mom, they called my sister and said that I took my own, that I did myself in. Can you imagine that? Freaking my mother out like this?
No, it's terrible. For what?
Yeah, just because they, look, I put out, some content on my channel about Tim Ballard and how there's this scam with OUR and they're being investigated, and people really, they're stuck in their thoughts, when they're so stuck and invested emotionally in something, or even financially, or both. One would take it really personally for somebody to say to them that this is bullshit. That's just, that's just the nature of human beings. You are going to resist what you think is right, even in the face of clear evidence. People just, I see it 1,000 times. pisses me right the fuck off because then people are just fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Coffee tastes better in a new cup. Look at that. Look at how I could put the cup down and face the cup out to show makes me look smart with a little chemical thing on there. Makes me look I'm smart.
Lets you advertise if you have your own coffee mug of some sorts.
Too invested to think objectively. Exactly. Indeed. So, people really don't have an understanding of discernment if they are biased. And that's why I don't get involved in political shit. I just don't, because politics is in my opinion, the social core of separating yourself from your neighbor, right? Politics is like the quickest way to do it. Politics, religion, and sex, right?
All right.
So when you talk about those things, those are things that are divisive and hotbed topics. So when you get in, you start to talk about, politics with somebody, if they don't agree with you, I mean, nowadays, people will just come right out and start to talk about their politics. And like I was at a restaurant the other day, and he was a waiter, and he was talking about how him and his husband, so he was a gay waiter, and then all of a sudden he comes out and makes this really harsh political comment, right? Like, bro, this is like an expensive lunch I'm getting here. Like, what the fuck? I'm sitting here gonna fucking listen to your politics. I didn't say anything, but that's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, I don't want to hear this guy's politics at my lunch, because that to me, like I said, is just the core of division. Gina Bobina isn't a fake Gina. She's a real Gina. Don't be mean to her.
Yeah, I'm not I don't know. About as far as politics go, I'll just say that it doesn't really concern me. There's a certain point where, like, does it really make a difference in my life? Who's running the country? Like, does
Well,
it
they're all
really?
corrupt.
Yeah, I'm saying that
They're
they're
all corrupt.
like, even if you had the better, it would be calling it the better of two evils. The better
Lesser.
candidate.
Yeah, the lesser of two evils. Yeah, for sure. And that's just really, and that's no choice at all. What kind of choice is that? Right.
And then it's the illusion of choice, because you get to choose two, but it's like, so I only get to choose out of two.
Well, that's just my beard touching the microphone. I'm like, what the fuck is like, what is that? All right, sorry.
Like that's not democracy. If I
Thank you
can only choose from two people, it's
very sweet. Appreciate that.
I don't know. So I'm not into politics. I'll talk shit about whoever's up there, because it's just they're easy targets.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the truth. I meof look, you have all sorts of compromised politicians as well that we're dealing with nowadays, right? So you just sort of have to look at everybody is in a corrupt state, and that's why nobody really can do anything, because somebody's got somebody over here who doesn't want this to happen, has something over their head over here, and then there's this guy over here who's holding their over. It's a fucking mess. It's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And we just get the surface of it, right? So we're not seeing, and I do know some people who work in different government places and things like that this is it's horrible, right? The corruption is beyond the pale. So if we don't, as individuals, understand our rights and use them, hey,
let's see how that goes.
There we go. Yeah.
Huh.
There we go. That's better, because don't cut off my logo, bro. This thing was like $100.
Yeah, I know, it's nice. So I like keep it in the shot.
Keep it in the frame, man. I was trying to place, man. It took forever to put this thing together, man.
I mean, it's good.
It took forever to set this shot up.
It looks good.
Yeah. Okay. So, having these choices and options that we have, if we're not devout to maintaining our freedoms and not rolling over and not keeping ourselves in the dark, then we are a society that is casting ourselves into absolute into an absolute abyss of hopelessness, no fucking return. If we don't start to communicate with each other, like some of this internet shit that happens, some of these fucking stupid ass fucking, people that are they're just mean and stupid. It really just spreads a poison energy. It's very corrosive. So I don't let this stuff like get like it's on my phone. You know what I mean? It's like right here. I could just put it down over here and I don't have to fucking worry about it because I got other shit to do. I'm fortunate that I can multitask and that I do have other things to do, right? Or else this shit would drive me nuts. I can't imagine somebody depending entirely on social media for income. That's crazy to me.
That is insane to me. I've been a worker, my
Mhm.
whole life. So
Me too.
to just have where I'm just like my personality is my paycheck, I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, I do this because I want to. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. It's more of a hobby than a necessity. But
exactly. It's like collecting stamps. Except just like an expensive ass fucking stamp like this thing.
but it's fun too, to kind of upgrade and see people notice it, and
Mhm.
when you get the feedback that you're not expecting, it's like positive.
Right. Right. You just have and as you start to build your audience, you'll get to people, that you start to know and start to recognize, and everybody really just having a good time. And you get to spread that good energy, and you're either making people laugh or you're making people think. Um, and sometimes you're making them angry. And just as long as you engage, right? As long as we engage with each other as human beings, this whole pandemic really also isolated a lot of people from each other, got people used to being isolated, comfortable, dare I say, with isolation, and that's not a good thing. I think that it's good to have time but to yourself. Sometimes you need to heal, sometimes you need to repair, but sometimes you need people, and sometimes you just can't sit there in the abyss and hang on you know
Yeah, we need interaction,
Absolutely.
social interaction.
hmm I mean, at least on a minimal level, and it's for everybody to. If you just have one person that loves you in this life, then you're doing okay. You
I
know,
agree. I agree.
some fun shit. Life.
Well, it's all
What?
right.
What about? What would I be trolling? What? How am I trolling? She's like, is Tony trolling me? No, I'm not. I don't know what you mean.
Let's see. Thank you, Yomi, a lot. Yeah, I liked what WATP covered me. It was
I like
hilarious.
them.
It was very fun being there. I still haven't been on their show officially, but I'm sure one day I'll go on there as a
Oh, they
host or
haven't had you
something.
like on as a guest.
Yeah, they haven't had me but they seem like they prepare, kind of a bit, and I'm more of a like I'll have a few notes, but I don't really,
They
you know.
pre-record a lot. A lot of
Yeah,
their stuff's pre-recorded. So Carl is very smart.
yeah. So he
He
seems
knows
it like
exactly what he's doing.
he seems like he's very organized and like detailed. Like he
Well,
has his
I believe that his actual careers, his job, I believe it is in the digital marketing field. I'm not quite sure, but
stuff.
I'm not trolling you, Gene. I promise.
Well, on that note,
I'm actually covered in baby oil from the neck down. Are you tapping out? We done? I'm
just
good
from the
too.
neck out. Yeah, I think we had a great show today. I appreciate you for coming
Hey man, I'm
on.
happy to. Hopefully, I brought you some watch time and brought some people over. So
Yeah, how do they? Okay, you can
wait a
do that.
second. Hold on. You
I'll
reached
just
out on
you
me.
can do it on that like
All
that.
right, sign it off for Lorenzo Ariola. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank everybody in the chat. We'd like you to like and subscribe, and of course, hit that notification bell so you can catch all the videos. And we're gonna see you on the next one. Thanks a lot for having me on, buddy. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man. Thanks for taking the time to come on. It's always great to have a chat with you and everything. And hope you keep feeling better.
I will, man. Thank you so much. And anybody else, just follow me here, YouTube, on Instagram, message me, holler, and send nudes. All right. See you on the
Works for
next one,
me
buddy.
too. All right, bye. I want to thank y'all for sticking around. I appreciate it. It's always nice to have all y'all stick around and just yeah, we'll try to do some more lives, Wednesday and Friday, uh, just for the heck of it, right? Like just to catch up, see what everyone's up to. So subscribe to the YouTube, youtube.com/@ Lorenzo Ariola. If you can subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/@ Lorenzo Ariola. And yeah, just listen to the podcast. That's all funny wherever you listen to your podcasts. I appreciate all y'all being here, and I hope y'all are having a great start to your week. And take care, and we'll talk again later on this week. But bye, y'all. Have fun. Be safe. Bye.